Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Today I'm going to do a solo playthrough of the Dresden Files cooperative card game. This was in my top 30 co-op games. I absolutely love this game. It's very thematic and it just makes me think of the book series, and so I love it. If you'd like to just jump right to the playthrough, feel free to watch the video below this. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to set up the game for a solo game here, and I'll show you also the specific scenario that we're doing. We're doing Stormfront, the first book. That way I don't spoil too much. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks so much for watching. For each scenario, there will be 4 different types of cards that you will see, plus the showdown card. Okay, so the 4 cards you're going to see, these are advantages. They will usually benefit the players. These are investigations or cases, and you have to investigate the cases and complete as many as you can. You have obstacles, things that are going to prevent you from winning. And then, of course, foes or enemies that you're going to be trying to defeat. You also have the final showdown card, which is different for every play or every scenario. And when we get to the final showdown, I'll show you how that works. The ultimate goal in this game is to have solved more cases than there are foes on the board. If it's equal, the foes still win. You have to solve more cases than foes on the board. So let's go set up the board. The first thing you'll do is you'll set your showdown card right here on the showdown area. And like I said, each scenario will have a different one. And this is important for the end game. Then what you'll do is you'll take these cards and you'll shuffle them up and you'll place them out on the board. We'll start over here. Oh, that's nice. Put an obstacle at the start, followed by the Shadow Man. Oh, another obstacle. Morgan is watching. Marcone's goons. Oh, here's an investigation. And another enemy over here. Okay. Then we've got an advantage here. Wow, we are getting lucky. Marcone involved investigation. Another investigation. Ah, yes. The Toad Demon. Ooh, that one is far away. That advantage. And finally, our final case. Okay, so there's a total of 12 cards and you randomly place them out. The only thing that you need to make sure doesn't happen is this last row cannot have obstacles or advantages. If they do, they move up and swap with the next closest one. So we're good there. Next, you want to determine what level of difficulty you want to play. I'm going to play on easy. Okay, so there's easy, medium, and hard. They've got different words. I can't remember the names of them. But easy, you start with all of your fate points available to you. And these are going to be how you do actions on your turns. You're going to spend these and then activate certain effects on cards. And then you have to discard cards to get fate back. And if ever you run out of fate and you try and play a card, well, then you go straight to the showdown phase. Okay? So easy is you have all of them available for you at the beginning. That's what I'm going to do. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to pick out your 3 characters that you're going to use. This is for the solo game. You pick out 3. And you always have to choose Harry as one of them, which I can debate on whether that's a good thing or not. I mean, it makes sense. This whole story is about Harry, but whatever. Okay, so Harry, and then what I'm doing is these 2 are actually from the expansion. So I did get the Kickstarter. I got everything in the Kickstarter. So I decided to use Molly Carpenter and Thomas Wraith. Now here's the thing. You, for each one of these, will have a stunt card, a talent card, and then your deck of cards, which only consists of 10 cards. I'm going to show you guys the talent and stunt for each player, as that can make drastic differences in how you play the game. So let's look at those quick. Harry's talent ability is when you discard for fate points, you may move 1 obstacle or 1 advantage card forward or backward 1 space in either row. So what you'll do is you'll discard a card, gain the fate points, and flip this card over to say you've used it. The stunt, as your turn, so instead of playing a card, as your turn, you'll flip this card over and add 4 hits to any foe that will be defeated by 1 to 4 hits. So you'll add up to 4 hits. You'll just basically defeat a foe if it has 4 or less health left. Now Molly's kind of interesting. You first start with this side of her talent face up. And when you discard for fate, you'll flip this card over to ready the talent. So we'll flip it over like this. And then she has this pretty sweet ability. It says, when you play a card, you may flip this card over to turn 1 die you roll into a plus or a minus applied after all book card modifiers. And then you'll flip this back over. And then you can keep doing that over and over. So every time she flips or discards her fate again, she can flip it over, blah, blah, blah. Kind of cool. Her stunt is also pretty sweet. As your turn, flip this card over to copy the effect of another player's stunt, which is still face up. So what's important is we use this relatively soon, because if someone else uses their stunt, yeah, then we're not going to get that effect. Here we go. Here's Thomas Wraith. So his talent is when you discard for fate points, you can add 1 hit to the foe at the shortest range. It's okay. It's not great. Why I like him is his stunt is awesome. As your turn, flip this card over to draw 1 card and attempt to play it immediately at no cost. If this card is unplayable, simply discard it. But that can be a game changer. So once again, it's adding a little luck, but I love it. Oh, I love it. Here we go. I have set up all 3 players. What you'll get to do on a solo game is have 6 cards for each player out in a tableau, kind of like this. And then what you're going to do is, and I'm going to use one of these dice. We'll start with the player on top, and we each get 1 turn. We either play a card, discard a card for fate, or use our stunt, and we'll keep going through and through until we decide we want to go straight to the showdown, or if someone can't play a card and can't pass. Okay? But so these are our cards that are going to be available to us. Unlike most games, you do not draw cards in this game. There might be certain effects that let you draw a card, and you can do that, but otherwise, during your turn, you're just going to play a card, and that's it. So you really got to look closely at the cards that you have and how to use them. Also, just so you can see, they're made this so simple. They've color-coded it, right? So all of these purple cards are about advantages. All the yellow cards are about the obstacles. All the green cards are about the investigations. And all the red cards are about fighting. And you can see we are low on fight cards. So we'll see what we can do. And that, my friends, is Set Up to Dresden Files. Hope you guys enjoy the playthrough, and thanks so much for watching.